Thank you for your support so far. Thank you so much for being there for us. We are on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. You'll see all of our handles on this platform. Today, we are just going to be talking about how this is serious. But we're going to talk about how our first daughter almost ruined our marriage. Yeah, I think you want to talk about it. So.
Yeah. So our first daughter is currently 3. She'll be turning 4 towards the end of the year. So we had this very perfect marriage going on. You know, we got married. We as a young couple, they had told us earlier, even before the marriage, that we shouldn't rush into having kids. We should just take our time, enjoy ourselves. That we're still very young, that we can have children much later in the marriage. But as a young couple, adults trying to advise us, there was not too much to say. All the advice were accepted, right? But God had His own plans. And one thing we kept saying is, we're not rushing it. If they come, we accept them, we train them, and all of that. So we got married in 2020, around towards the end of the year, and our first baby came. I took in 2 months after the wedding. Yes, and at the time I had not even known I was pregnant. But we were just enjoying our life and all of that. So until I became sick and I was confirmed pregnant, 2 months pregnant.
Eating in towards the husband area.
Yes, eating towards the and toilet.
God, very horrific.
It was something I personally didn't see it coming. I didn't know pregnancy was going to humble me in quotes.
Yes, humble.
Yes, really humbled me. Pregnancy really turned me to a different person I never thought I had inside of me.
And you know that those periods were more like very frustrating because
for my husband.
Man, I'll come back to the house.
See that my husband was not comfortable,
Everywhere was scattered, just spitting.
I would the thing is, the position he left me to work is the same position he was. A lot of times he had to bat me coming back from work because everything in my house was
strange.
Was not just interesting.
Not just okay.com,
So there were times I remember there were times I had to go to my neighbor's place to bath because I was in love with her soap. Then just after 2 days, I hated the soap. When I told my husband to get, and he got a lot of the soap. And before you know, I told him, babe, I wasn't interested. I didn't need the soap.
After spending plenty money. After spending plenty money.
The pregnancy
I
was just vomiting. At the time, I started vomiting blood. There was just...
the blood aspect where I needed to travel, okay, quick story about the blood aspect. So she was vomiting blood, and I needed to attend a kind of a father of mine's 50th birthday. It was very important to me. And I just called my spiritual mom, and she was like, just come, she'll be fine. I was like, I should leave her. No, she'll be fine. Guess what? I traveled, I didn't get a call from her. One of our friends had to come around. I didn't get a call from her. And guess what? When I came back, it was as if they didn't miss me. She was fine. She was all laughing. So it was looking like me, I was the problem because they were like, they didn't miss me. Oh, Jesus.
So it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
At first, it wasn't easy, but, throughout the 9-month pregnancy, there was so much we never expected.
Never.
Yes,
Never.
My husband at some point got irritated by my actions. Yes, I could literally see it, even though he was trying to hide. There was this time that my spirit would just tell me, just be spitting inside your water bottles. So I would just spit every water bottle I carry. I would just open it, spit inside. Like that, and my husband, every time he wants to take water and he opens his bottle, he remembers it, he will just really leave the area where I was to go and drink his water. I don't know what he was thinking, that he was doing all of those, but
but actually I was scared now because somebody that can spit in any bottle. That she should not go open one bottle. And sometimes the thought of, even if the bottle was sealed, because they're basically sealed water.
Yes.
So they were sealed. I'm like, I don't know, but I think it was my subconscious mind at the time. And that thing that you could actually just see that perfume is for the body. She won't just use it. I'm like, and you can't wear the perfume. You can't.
Can't. He has to have.
Oh.
He has to change
crazy.
every night. He has to change his wears just because of the smell. I was not just comfortable with the smell.
Literally
There was this
irritated.
time we had to go to the market. I had to select perfumes for myself, only for him to bring them to the house. Some days later, I told him I didn't like the perfume, and he had to change the perfume. It was crazy. Like it was really
I think Faith's pregnancy depicts who she really is as she came out.
So
Because even till her third year, the girl is basically active.
yes, she's really active.
My
as
God.
well. So all of those things happen. That,
Yeah. And that's why most of the time we need to teach people those things because people see marriage is not just really like I know there's one that just happened. All of you are dancing and you say, "Oh, you're going to face those things," and trust me, it goes beyond love because love will always be there, but when you understand what purpose can do to your marriage, that is what's going to sustain you.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, you see me like a bad dad. I was feeling somehow. But the truth is, that girl almost ruined our marriage because I was not taught. I didn't know anything about it. During our marriage classes, I didn't say anything about it. The married man was telling my wife, "Why do you think you should marry a Calabar man?" Like it didn't make sense.
All that he was supposed to tell us,
he didn't tell us.
He told his sister, "Didn't you see your tribal guys? Why should you go and say
I brought a wife to you
for counseling?
And
All you
telling my
could
wife,
tell me was, why am I settling for a Calabar guy? Why didn't I go for my tribe? Don't I find my tribe attractive? I didn't."
I will be speaking in language. Yeah, no. I don't know. I'll just be there because they are basically from the same tribe or something.
It wasn't
easy fit at all. Not easy time.
Season of our life.
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't even know I was going to come out of it. There was this time I went to my supervisor's office.
That one.
Yes, I went to my supervisor's office.
Okay, so there's this stuff that I used to have.
Containers. Yeah. Always, now, mummies that have been through this. There's this, you put sand in it and be spitting in it because you couldn't control your spit. You can't even keep it. So there was this day when my husband went to visit him because I was trying to round up my final project and all of that.
Yeah,
so we just went to see him and then just appreciate him and all. My sisters, I got there and before you know it, the whole container, the saliva and everything poured on the ground inside his office. And it was really messy. It was really. If this man had not known me before now, I don't know what he would have thought of me. But it was just the season.
Thank God for people who could understand. So Faith almost ruined our marriage. Yeah, it's not enough for you, but it's enough for me because especially the fact that I didn't know. We didn't know that we were going to face it.
Yeah, there are days I tell myself, should I not just go back to my parents' place? What is this? Like,
everything just changed. Everything just changed.
But we are here today.
We are here.
And our girl is beautiful, active, intelligent, That's what God can do, That's what God can do. So sometimes it looks very rough, but God preserve something great for us at the end of that event.
Okay, so what's the advice to those that are saying that they want to do CC? Let me say my own quick advice first. whether you go through it now or later, or you wait, you will still go through it later.
Exactly. So if you are that sister that you have told yourself that me, I'm not in a hurry to have a child. Don't get us wrong, everybody had their decisions. But we decided that we'll have our children early, train them up early so that we can focus on our purpose because God brought us together for a purpose. So we decided, and God blessing us on time, we decided to have our kids on time so that we can focus on God. And we have other things we need to focus on. So we decided to have our kids now that we're young, and God blessed us. Yes, so we don't know your own reasons for postponing your childbearing to further notice. But whatever it is, you can never, ever, run away from this phase. Yes, your own may not be like mine, your own may not be vomiting and all, but there's always a phase in pregnancy that every woman has to pass through.
Yes.
So what you're advising you is that do what you know is best for you.
Yeah, that
and
works for you, the one that works for
importantly,
you.
marry a man that, or a woman that supports, that understands your every season. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Support us, subscribe to our channel, and God bless you.
Yeah, we are the Unbreakable team.